Tells you why the Warriors are winning in a different way than you realize. The Herd starts right now.
Undisputed.
It's a Friday. We're packed. This is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening. We're in beautiful Los Angeles on iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. Joy is out today, back Monday. It is great. We have a glorious day today. Marcus Thompson returns, Chris Broussard, Albert Breer, Jason McIntyre into the show. I was attacked yesterday on the internet. I'll get to that in a couple of minutes. Barely slept last night at all. Restless night's sleep. Very painful, hurtful things said by people I like. Let me start with the Warriors. And I'm talking about all dynasties here, but in particular Golden State and the Patriots, because they're the most recent. When you're a dynasty, it gives you equity. You can take bigger risks because you're the man, you're the team. You can coach with honesty and integrity and courage. You can go for it on fourth down in New England. You can trade a Pro Bowl player if you think he's overpaid. Winning, it's like money over time and interest. It just compounds and compounds, and it gives you a different culture and a different belief and confidence. Golden State in this analytic tsunami. Got to shoot threes. The mid-range jumper is bad. Threes, only threes. Did you notice how they won last night? Did you see the shot chart? Trailing in the game, they relied on twos. Portland leading in the game, just get buckets, took a lot of bad threes. Portland had it, chose to lose it. Golden State played with confidence situationally. Make a couple big defensive plays. Iggy, get the basket over the three if it's available. It has been, by the way, a bad postseason for the analytic nerds. A lot of mid-range jumper teams are doing well. Fourth quarter, Golden State, all but one shot was made from the paint. Portland leading took 14 threes. Yet Golden State trailing took only 6. And if you've noticed it this year, they have moved in key situations, Golden State, off the three occasionally. Only 8th in the NBA in the number of threes shot. That is with Steph Curry, the best shooter in the world. That is with Kevin Durant, the best player in the world. That is with Klay Thompson, the next best shooter in the world. And they were 17th, actually, in the Morey ball stat. Daryl Morey, Rockets GM, friend of the show, love him. Houston's number one. Threes, got to shoot threes. We're chasing, we're obsessed. Threes. The best shooting team in the league moved to 17th because the best shooting team in the league has the confidence to just go get buckets, to not play to the crowd and the critics and the analytic mavens. Last night's game, Portland had it and shot a bunch of bad threes. Golden State trailed and relied heavily down the stretch on twos. When you're chasing, when you're obsessed, when you're concerned and consumed about the optics, and Golden State's not, New England's not. They trade good players. Well, they're overvalued. They move the ball fourth down in their own territory. We just like our chances here. But what if who cares? It's like interest. What did Einstein say? The most powerful force in the world is compounding interest. It's the same thing with sports. The more you win, the more courage, the more honesty, the more integrity you can coach with. And don't kid yourself. There are coaches up there. There are GMs out there. There are owners out there. There are players out there petrified of what people might say about them if they lose. Believe me, I got attacked by 2 yesterday. There was a moment in the game that was interesting. Golden State led 112-111, had the ball, Steph's hands, three-pointer, ends it. And they didn't take it. They came down and got the best shot from Draymond Green. 114-111. Now, a three ball, and the best three-ball shooter in the world had it, would have ended the game, but they still went and took the best shot. And by the way, what's remarkable is Golden State shot 60% on threes in the third quarter. They could have easily convinced themselves, just keep chucking, just keep shooting. No. They were like, no, now let's take the best shots available. Dynasties aren't obsessed. They're not consumed. They're not chasing. New England and Golden State are both brilliant situationally. because they're not playing to anybody other than the truth, integrity of the shot, integrity of the play. They're not worried about the critics. Last night was a clinic in how dynasties win games they're outplayed in, how dynasties win a game they had no business winning. I mean, you saw it in the Super Bowl. New England, Rams tied early. Did you ever think the Rams were going to be better late than New England? No. And last night I'm watching that game and I'm thinking, God, Golden State's just taking smart shots inside. When the rim's available, go get it. Don't be worried about playing to the analytic tsunami. Don't be worried about if you lose, what will they say? No pressure, not tight, total confidence. That's what dynasties look like late in games. And these dynasties, don't kid yourself, Michael Jordan, they didn't sweep teams in the finals. They didn't sweep teams in the Eastern Conference Finals. Michael Jordan's Bulls went to a lot of Game 6s. Go ask Utah. Go ask Phoenix. Go ask Seattle. They went to a lot of Game 6s. They won a lot of close games in those playoffs, just like Golden State won last night. Just a piece of art, is that what that was? 3 minutes, 4 minutes in the game, that was art basketball. Good shots, smart shots, hit them, make a play defensively, situationally, coaching. Great. Let's shift to this. This was not great. It almost ruined my night. So yesterday, a story came out. Basically that Cleveland, their coach Freddie Kitchens, was clearly not happy, but said Odell Beckham has left town. We want to get his mind right before he's at practice. He came for one OTA practice and left. Now, this bothers me for a lot of reasons. Number one, Baker Mayfield's in his second year. Odell doesn't know the players, the coach, the playbook, the formations, doesn't know anything. Receiver, quarterback, especially receiver, young quarterback, get this thing tight. Come on, let's go. I wouldn't care if it was a tight end, a running back, a corner, a safety, star receiver, second-year quarterback. Let's get the timing down. I mean, Tom Brady spends his off seasons with Edelman, and they already have timing. So I said, we got more drama. We have a coach having to talk about OBJ. I said, is it me or is OBJ gone from circus catch to now just more circus? So I put up his 10 most memorable moments in his career. Not his 10 best plays. I didn't call it that. Not his 10 greatest catches. Not his 10 most memorable moments in his career. Because my point was,